This is the Samsung Galaxy S23, launched early in 2023 for around €870 in Europe. After the big Exynos 2200 flop in 2022, Samsung was back with the whole Snapdragon flagship lineup. I was able to find this phone in mint condition a month ago for around €400. Should you buy one? Let's find out. This compact phone has a premium construction with the front and the back covered in Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and is IP68 water and dust resistant. My phone is black, but we can also find it in cream, green, lavender, graphite and lime. The back is matte and hides fingerprints. Overall, the phone inspires exceptional quality and is refreshingly lightweight. I am really impressed. As a phone, it has very good signal quality and very good call quality. It has a 6.1 inches display and is easy to use with one hand. The display is not hollow feeling as the screen is glued to the mid-frame, which is not the case for Google Pixel or iPhones. This is why Samsung screens feel and sound like glass, while iPhone and Pixel screens feel and sound like plastic. Check out the hollowness test. Talking about the display, it is an AMOLED Full HD, 120Hz, 425 ppi. It is HDR10 Plus compatible with 1750 nits in peak brightness. The color rendering is a bit too warm for my taste, and you can change the vividness from natural to vivid. Only in vivid, you can change the color temperature, which does not help me as I find the vivid mode too vivid. All in all, the display is still great. In terms of biometrics, the phone has both fingerprint and face unlock. The fingerprint scanner is an ultrasonic under display one and can be finicky sometimes, often after longer standby periods, but gets the job done in 80% of the cases. So it is not perfect, but very good. I was expecting better performance than on the S21, but it is quite similar. The face unlock is 2D. The phone is equipped with a stereo speaker setup, loud but lacking a bit of bass.
Well, that's a perfectly understandable question.
I'm an if. Get it?
Imaginary friend. When you're on set, how are you getting everyone on the same page to picture these wacky characters standing in front of them?
That was one of the biggest challenges I had, because as many times as you explain it, it all still, to your point, it sounds insane. It sounds a little bit like a drug trip or something. So what I did was I had super talented puppeteers that came up with puppets or stuffed animals.
Now let's talk about the star of the show, the processor. The S23 is equipped with a pretty powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor manufactured by TSMC. I skipped the S22 because the Exynos 2200 was very bad in efficiency and was hitting a lot, but otherwise I don't hate Exynos. The Exynos 2100 was decent, and the Tensor processors in Google Pixels that are manufactured by Samsung are decent as well. The S23 benchmarks are very high and the user experience is very good. You will see the occasional stutter here and there in the operating system and the apps, but it is not the fault of the processor. Under stress, the processor throttles but still has a lot of power. The software is One UI 6.1, full of Samsung gimmicks and overlapping apps. Now, in 2024, you can expect 3 more years of Android updates and 4 of security updates. For a compact phone, the battery life is amazing. I get 6 to 7 hours of screen time in 48 hours in mostly indoor scenarios. If you use mobile data the whole day, you can expect up to 5 hours of screen on time, which is quite decent. It will depend on the usage patterns, of course. Let's talk about the cameras. This is the phone's Achilles heel in my opinion. The daylight pics are okay, detailed with good contrast, very good dynamic range and balanced colors. In many situations though, there is an uncalled for yellow cast present, and there is overexposure. Samsung looks unable to solve this overexposure problem for years. Furthermore, in indoor scenarios, though the light is more than enough, the phone displays an awful amount of grain, which is not present on a Pixel phone, for example. Fortunately, the banana blur is not present on my phone, or it was fixed via software updates. The night mode is capable enough and the noise is well controlled. The pixels are better also in night mode scenarios. The video is good, I would argue iPhone level good, and you'll be happy with the stabilization and the level of detail. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer in the comments section. So is it worth buying? If you can get it discounted, definitely yes. You get a great screen, good software with no bugs, excellent chip, good haptic motor, very good call quality, very good stereo speakers, good battery life and a reliable camera.